must be disappointed with the result, Dennis, but some positives from your team, especially in the first half?
Yeah, again, lack of effort is not something we can talk about really. They're trying their best. We're giving sides 18 points. We're just rolling over for patches of the game and just giving, like I say, the first half was, again, it's one of those where last week for 30 minutes we were really good, and then an 8-minute spell where Cass just destroyed us, put 18 points on us, and then today we was full 40 minutes. I thought the last 10 minutes we just got a little bit sloppy in our defence and started giving penalties away. But like I said, we've scored 2 tries. The first try was a fantastic piece of skill on an edge to keep the ball above the head and come out the other side of it. And we're just making it easy for sides, penalties especially in that game. We defended our line well, went to the full length of the field, gave a penalty away. Defended our line, did the same again, and that just took some energy out of us in our attack. We just couldn't find any rhythm to get some good field position. And then a real good kick from Mark Sneed to get the try. A fantastic line from Minicello. Then Albert Kelly just pushes off. So those are the kind of things that could happen when you start losing a bit of confidence. I think the energy we wasted in those penalties caused us some problems.
We've obviously got quite a few players missing, especially in the halves, but Craven and Jeremiah showed some nice touches and kept going right to the end, managed to get the last try.
Yeah, again, I said with the players, and I just feel we've got 2 or 3 players that are just underperforming as well. Like, they're working hard, but they're not playing well. Key players that we need in the team to be really playing at the top of their game. Then we just get, again, penalties were just one of those things that were really sloppy. I think Danny's done really well since he's come into the side, Danny Craven, and his kicking game, and he's grown into that role. He looks dangerous when we get opportunities and he wants to run the ball. Azad just does what you ask him. Like I say today, he's played in the 9s, you slip him into the halves. Like I said, don't pick Reece this week because he's out of form, and Corey does really well, and then and Aaron does well in the halves. But just not good enough. We ran against a side that's pretty good as well, running pretty hot. I think both of the back rowers, Emmanuel and especially Minicello, are very dangerous. Sneed's playing good, and the threat from there all over the field, Shaw and Kelly, he just got threats everywhere, and I felt we handled them pretty well for a big patch of the game. But there was just that sequence on the kick, and then the Minicello from the next set, and then Kelly sneaks over the line 2 sets later. You're looking around and thinking probably a score off maybe getting this game close, and now we're nowhere near.
What did you say to the players at half time? Obviously you went toe to toe with them the first half an hour, and you said started to get a bit sloppy, started to get on top at the end of that. What was your key message, just to match their energy?
The key message was contact again. We just had to stay. We were starting to fall off contacts, and they were getting offloads, we were breaking tackles, and we were having to work twice as hard to scramble for each other. And the message at half time was, we've got to get back to the start of the game where our contact was good and we were bending our backs. We were winning those initial collisions that were giving us some good field position. And we start the second half and they roll us straight through the field. Again, it's really hard because it's the players. It's like we're in a bit of a hole, lacking confidence at the moment. Yeah, we're a bit broken up because we're just like a little cutting edge because our halves have just been swapped around. Again, we lost Gil Dudson this morning because his wife went and had a baby. Very inconsiderate of her today. So there's changes in the team. Well, then I'm really happy with the way the Chapel boys have gone. They've been fantastic since coming inside. Tom Armstrong's looks good value for where he is at the moment. He's working really hard, but we're just lacking a little bit of edge to be pretty blunt. Like we're just playing words there, but we're lacking that cutting edge to just break open a game and just give us some front foot, and then they're just the focus to stay in that fight.
Talk about lacking a bit of cutting edge. Have you got anybody to come back next week?
No, they're still. All the lads are still 5-6 weeks off. Like say your Joe Mellors, your Alex Gerrard, your Christines. But those kind of lads, and Eamon's a bit further away. Hopefully Gil will be right next week. We're still lacking Tom Gilmore, probably another 3 or 4 weeks as well. So that the lads that worked all the way through our pre-season after losing Kev to give us some continuity and some decision making and some leadership, they've been missing for the first 4 or 5 weeks. Again, that's not an excuse to where we are. We know what we're trying to do. When you saw us in the first half, you saw we could get yards. We went toe to toe with a really good side and with some fantastic players. And but for a little bit of extra extreme skill and a kick from Sneed and a good play for a try, then we're not far off there. And then we just hit a patch where we look like a side that just doesn't know what it's doing. And then we get back on and look nice and solid again. Just got to get rid of that patch.